What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Neo Synthesis coming back at you with another Drytron deck profile here in Super Games. We're getting ready to have Tuesday locals, and Alex is gonna go ahead and show off what he's gonna play today for us.
Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm running like a Megalith Drytron build. It's like the basically the build that sets anti-spell turn 1. I made a few changes like consistency-wise, and I'm gonna explain why I did what I did. So just for the names, I played 3 Alpha, 3 Zeta.
Yep, the obvious.
3 Delta and 2 Gamma. This might seem like kind of counterintuitive. I do play Prosperity, and like Delta does like conflict with Prosperity. But the best like name to open, if you're gonna open one name, Delta's way better to open than your opening hand than Gamma. Because with Delta, you can still go into Beatrice and send Gamma and do that whole one name line. Whereas if you open Gamma, you're basically like fucked if it's the only name you open. So I still think Delta's better to play than Gamma. And I don't want to max out on names just because, like if you open multiples of specifically Gamma, it can get really cloggy. So I think just playing a little bit less names, and I'll show you what cards I'm playing instead. So I play a 3 Nova, so this is more names, 3 Nova, 1 of the field spell, 3 Emergency, and then 1 Foolish. That's all my names. And for the rituals, play this guy, you have to play him, just for certain matchups like Eldritch, and like Sword Soul, and you know, especially decks that run the Scythe Lock, like this is your go-to when you get Scythe Locked. Like this is how you map your board and kill them, so you have to play this card. And then for the Megaliths, I play Fool, one Fool, 1 Ophiel, and 1 Bethor. This is like pretty different. Like normally people want to play 2 Ophiel or 2 Fool, but like these just clog. So I play the minimum amount that you need for combo, and like no more, because if you draw multiples of these, or even just like one can break your hand if you don't open enough names. So I think 1/1/1 is good. And then obviously 2 Ben 10, Ben 10's back at 2, and then 1 Natasha. Don't play Ida 10. Ida 10's like not necessary for the combo, and he's another name that just clogs. And like 2 steals to Natasha is always enough. Like you never need the Ida 10 for the 3rd steal. Like if you resolve Natasha twice, you're gonna kill them, so it's fine. And then more ritual is just prep. This is like Ben 10 or Megalith, depending on what your hand is. It helps you play around Ash Blossom, so it's nice. And then for the fairies, just play 2 Diviner. Only 2 of this because, like, yes, it's good if you only draw 1 name, but this like clogs like really bad. Like you really just want to see your names, and you play 2 because I run the Entis and the Herald of Arclight. So like, so you get the utility of like if you basically resolve her turn 1, you have the utility of being able to like destroy your own anti-spell turn 2 to OTK them with the second one. So that's why I play 2. And the rest of the fairies just these. This is all you need. You need this to make if you open 1 name, you make Tornado Dragon, or you use this just as an extra body to make the Griffin, and then obviously Scythe for the Scythe block. And for like the spells, so we play 3 Droplet. Good going second card, especially in Drytrons, because you don't care about putting stuff in your grave.
Just like.
And then this is like the most recent edition I had.
A paycheck's worth of cards right there.
Yeah. The Prosperity, like, yes, you use like half your extra deck turn 1. But the idea is that this helps you brick less, and if you basically resolve this, you're gonna be able to full combo. And if you do full combo, you don't need the going second cards in your extra deck like Zeus and Burl Sword and Appaloosa and all that stuff. So you can afford to send 6 off this if your hand's not so good. If you do already have like 1 name, or like especially like 1 name plus Ben 10, you can just do 3. And then more going second cards, like just 2 tactics. I would play 3, but it conflicts with Prosperity. You can't resolve the draw 2 the same turn you Prosperity, so I just play 2. And then 1 Call By, 1 Duster. You need the main decked out for Mystic Mine, obviously the 1 Ritual Spell, and the 1 Anti-Spell.
For the Griffin combo.
Yeah. Alright, and then so the extra deck. So the XYZs, we play 2 of this. Second one comes up all the time. You can also bench second one off of Prosperity. Beatrice for full combo, or if you open 1 name, to send Gamma and extend your plays through that. Tornado Dragon, you only make this if you open one name. You basically, and on Tornado Dragon, dog the Beatrice plus a set scythe and a Fool. This is basically like an insurance policy if you do open one name. If you don't play this card, you aren't going to be able to Cyclops with one name. And then the Zeus package, I think it's always correct to play Downer. Like, format Zeus comes up all the time. So. And then the Lynx, Link Kribo, you need this for a full combo. Can't play Anima on this build. You need the Link arrow to be pointing down so that you can co-link Griffin underneath him. And basically locks him out of all your Link zones. And then Link 2, so you just play Dog to Phoenix. That's all you need. This card comes up a lot, so don't cut this card. And then Link 4s, you play Griffin, Appaloosa, and Boral Sword. If you hard draw the anti-spell, you can go into Appaloosa turn 1 instead of Griffin. And then also Appaloosa helps you kill your opponent, like it helps you play through hand traps, especially against like Despia, like they can't masquerade you, eluber you, all that stuff. So it just helps you kill Despia like specifically when you're like going through like Natasha plays. You can make like these two in one turn and then just kill them. So that's really nice. And like I said, the one Entes, this helps like basically the follow-up, the crackback turn. When you say anti-spell, they like do whatever they can, and then if they don't out your anti-spell, you can use this out your own so that you can kill them if they were able to break your board. And then other send, and this is part of the combo. When you open full combo, you just pop your own Scythe and then use her to shuffle herself back and summon Scythe in their turn. And then for the side deck, we play 7 board break cards on the sides. We have 3 Lava Golem, 3 Evenly, and 1 Change of Heart. I like Change of Heart against Despia specifically because if they just end on Mirror Jade plus set Brandon in red and you just Change of Heart them, they either have to chain Brandon in red right there, or they just basically like lose their ability to pop one because they don't have any cards on their field. So this card is really good against Despia. You can just do it immediately. It doesn't have the condition that Triple Tactics does, which is why I like it better. So if you choose to slide this card in specifically going second, it's a better version of Triple Tactics in my opinion. So that's why I play the one of that rather than the third Triple Tactics.
Makes sense.
And then back row removal, just 2 Twister, 1 Red Reboot. Yeah, we main deck 1 Duster now, so it's not super necessary to have as much back remove on the side, especially when I'll go to these. The send targets off of Beatrice, so we do have the 1 World Decree. All of these are send targets for Beatrice. So like these you send turn 1 and use Griffin to bring them back. So like this card against Sword Soul and Plunder is like an FTK. Eldritch FTK, and then you can send these on your opponent's turn. So like a cool interaction with Flunder is like you can set your anti-spell and send your Banshee, go anti-spell, and then Chainlink 2 Banshee, and they never have an opportunity to pop your Zombie World because anti-spell will resolve in the same chain as Zombie World gets activated, so they can never basically pop your anti-spell and your Zombie World without having 2 back row removal. So they can chain that, like they're like quick play chains. So that's like a really like broken, like, and Flunder's your worst matchup, so I think it is like nice to run the second trap for Flunder. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've had like really good success with this deck, like top the UK's tournaments and locals with it. It's really consistent, especially with the prosperities and like just like 1 of each Megalith. It's like pretty standard, but I think the few card changes in the main do make a big difference in consistency, which makes the deck so good.
Yeah, so basically the idea here, guys, is that he's not playing like cards to interact on his opponent's turn. His idea is basically if he goes first, he's just going to win every time, and then going second, we're playing a ton of cards in the main deck, A, for going second, and then B, like as long as he has names, he pretty much feels like he's going to kill anybody through any board.
Yeah, and that's pretty common with Drytron. Like most builds do play droplets. I've seen some opting into playing Dark War no more. And the only reason I play Tactics over Dark War no more is because you're going first. You do still struggle against hand traps. And like Dark War no more is just a dead card in your hand going first. Whereas Triple Tactics is like you get to draw 2 or you get to shovel a card back from their hand.
Makes sense.
And that helps you play through hand traps a lot better. So I think that's the main reason for that.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Can't wait to see what we're gonna do at locals today and what we're gonna do, going forward. Play Drytron until the Splight deck comes out, right?
Yep.
All right. Peace out.